In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how much money I made on Easy Properties since my initial investment, how much the investment has grown and the dividends that I got, and lastly, share my honest opinion as to whether is Easy Properties a good way to invest in property. So I made a video detailing on how the Easy Properties app actually working, how you can actually own a fractional share of a development property without having to actually own the land and all that means required for you to actually own property. And I also shared the dividend dates for each and every investor who has actually invested with the Easy Properties app to actually go and check them out. So I highly suggest you to watch this video right here after watching this one. But before we actually start, guys, I realized that 80% of the people who are watching my content are people who haven't subscribed to the channel. So if you are part of the 80% of the people who are watching my content and you're getting value from this content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like the video. So I started investing with Easy Properties late in 2020, so it's been quite a while. So I was just testing on how the app actually worked and I was funding it with my NSFAS allowance. So for anyone who's watching this video, please note that this video is not meant for boasting or for showing off. It's just simply meant to educate and inspire people who actually just want to start investing in property. So for those who don't know, Easy Properties is an investing platform that allows you to buy fractional shares of a development property. So how it basically works, let's say for example, a big property company like Baldwin Property wants to build a development property and they're short of capital. So what they'll do is that they'll go to Easy Equities and say, hey, you want to raise me, let's say maybe 1 million rands worth of capital through crowdfunding, and you're going to give each and every investor a fractional share of the development. Also, you're going to pay them dividends after the development has been completely built. So that's how the Easy Properties app actually works. And if you still want to learn more about how the Easy Properties app actually works, then I highly suggest you to watch this video right here before going any further. And also, I've left the link in the description if you still want to learn more about how the Easy Properties app actually works. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into my Easy Properties portfolio. So the first thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to log into my Easy Properties portfolio. So that's what I'm going to do. So as you can see, my Easy Properties portfolio is current value sitting at 663 rands and 47 cents, meaning that my portfolio has grew by 14.5%. So it's been a very good percentage, as I can say in my honest opinion, because I actually started putting in a very little amount of money, as I told before that I started investing with my NSFAS allowance. So for me, I think it's doing very well. So yeah, that's the current amount that I have, which is 663 rands and 47 cents. And this money doesn't actually include the dividends that I got, because I actually didn't invest or reinvest the dividends that I got in these other development properties. So yeah, I'm gonna add all of that amount later on in this video, so please be sure to stick around to know about that. So yeah, that's the amount that I have, which is the amount that I have is 664 cents and 11 cents, and the funds to invest is only 20 cents. So please be sure I'm going to open a Patreon account so that you can actually support me into actually investing into this portfolio. I'm just joking. And the other one is an expense. So the expense is the amount of money that you actually have to pay for actually owning or for actually investing in those development properties. So it's not really a lot. I don't know how I can actually pay this. I don't know if I have to pay this or what, but then I think I have to pay it before it actually adds up to a very large amount of money. So that's the the amount that I have. And then so now I'm gonna go into my DIY shares. DIY, which means do it yourself shares. So these are the shares that I actually started investing in. So I actually am currently investing in like 4 types of development properties. So the first property that I invested in is the Black Brick property. The second one is Gigunyu Properties. The third one is the Blade. People call, is it the Blade or the Blade? I don't know. Please correct me in the comment section below. And the last one is called the Monroe. So the first property that I'm going to go into or get into for this video is the one called the Black Brick property. So the Black Brick property is one of the first properties that I started investing in back in 2020. So the first thing that I invested in is because the property actually looks very well. It actually looks very beautiful, as I can say. So yeah, if you live in Sandton and you know this property, just know that you're looking at the investor. So yeah, that's just like one of the property. I'm not gonna actually show you because of time. I'm not gonna show you the pictures of that and all the type of stuff. So the first thing that we're going to do now, I'm going to show you like the amount of money that I actually started investing in. So I started investing 62 rands and 35 cents. That's the amount, that's the purchase rate that I currently purchased the shares with. And then the current value now is currently sitting at 69 rands and 48 cents. 69 and 48 cents, meaning that my investment has grew by 11% and 11.44%, which means it grew by 7 rands and 13 cents. So I really think like it's a very good amount considering the amount that I've put in. I think that hopefully next next year is actually going to be even more. So the average purchase price, I bought these shares for 1 rand, and now they're currently sitting at 1 rand and 11 cents. So hopefully by next year these shares are going to be sitting at maybe 5 rands or 2 rands, hopefully, if the stock market is actually going to pick up. So the current shares that I have now are currently sitting at 62 rands, and the FSR is 0.3452. so that's the amount of money that I actually invested in. Hopefully I'm gonna be adding more money if like the fund is open for me to actually put more money, and hopefully when I have more money, when this channel actually starts paying me. So yeah, we're just gonna go to the max value. So as you can see, the max value, it was actually started listed public rather on like the September 2020. So which was the current value that is currently sitting in now, which is 1 rand and 11 cents. So I bought them before they actually publicly listed, and now that they're publicly listed, they're sitting at 1 rand and 11 cents. So all in all, this property is a very good property, and I heard that they're actually building another black brick property. I think maybe in Cape Town or in Sandton, I don't know. But I really like this kind of property. It's a very good investment in my case. So yeah, that's the first property that you're going to look at. Then the second property that you're going to look into is called Gigunya property. Gigunya property, I think this is where I started putting in like lots amounts of money. So yeah, so let's get straight into it. So the purchase value was sitting at 227 cents and 79 cents, and then my current value is sitting at 243 rands and 63 cents. So it meaning that my investment has grew by 6%, 6.95%, which means it's grew by 15 rands and 84 cents. So it's not really quite bad. It's not really bad, but I think I expected more because I actually started investing way earlier. Let me show you when I started investing. I started investing on the 15th of July 2021, so that's when I actually started investing. But hopefully next year we're going to get more profits, because I heard a lot of people actually also complaining that hey, people, they're not getting the money that they expected to get from like the investment properties or from the development properties, and the dividends that I got are very small. So hopefully by next year they're actually going to see all of those things, and they're actually going to start taking them into consideration. So as I said before, my purchase value was sitting at 227 cents. Now the current value is 243 cents, which means my investment has grew by 15 rands and 84 cents, which is 6.95%. And I bought the shares, were trading at 1 rand. They're trading at 1 rand. Now the previous closing price is 1 rand and 7 cents. So the amount of shares that I currently have, there are lots, which is 227 shares. So hopefully also this price is actually going to go to the roof and maybe go to 2 rands by next year, so that you can actually start earning real money. So yeah, this is a very good property to look into. I think I'm not really going to show you the pictures, but if you still want to know about the pictures, then comment in the comment section below if you really want to see the pictures of this property, or you can just go on Google and search them if you want to see them for yourself. So this is the second property that I actually invested in. It's a very good property called Gigunya Properties. So we're going to go to the third property that I've actually invested in. So the third property that I've actually invested in, which is also my absolute favorite, because there's been a lot of hype in this property, and people have been saying, oh, this property is a very good place, like for people who actually went to it, because I think they also said that it's one of South Africa's made beach. So it's a very good investment. So if you've been to the Blood, please know that you're also looking at the investor, and I'm coming for my investment. So just joking. But then let's go to my third property. I don't know, guys, is it called the Blood or is it called the Blade? Please correct me in the comment section below. So yeah, this property is a very good property. It's very good looking. I've also seen the pictures online. If you haven't seen the pictures, then I highly suggest you to go and look at the pictures. And I also think it's listed on the Airbnb, so you can go and actually visit it. So the purchase value that I purchased these shares for was 63 rands and 78 cents, and now the current value is sitting at 76 rands and 87 cents, meaning that my investment is grew by 20%, and which means that it grew by 13 rands and 9 cents. So far so good. I can't really complain. But also, as I said before, in that Gigunya Properties, that I feel like it should have been more because of the hype that it's been getting, and because of a lot of people have been actually going there. And I've actually seen a lot of people going there and been talking about it. I personally haven't been there, but hopefully by next year I'm going to go and check my investment. So yeah, it's a very good property. Actually, I also bought them while they were trading at 1 rand, and now they are currently sitting at 1 rand and 21 cents. So it's a very good properties to look into, and the shares that I have are currently sitting there at 63 rands. So hopefully by next year all of these properties, guys, they reach 2 rands. So please comment in the comment section below and say 2 rands, so that, guys, you could always like channel the energy so that everything goes to 2 rands. So yeah, that's the property that I've invested in, and yeah, I think it's gonna grow very it's going to go like to the moon. As you can see, the graph is actually growing slowly but steady. It's going to the moon. So hopefully by next year you're actually going to be reaping a lot of rewards. So this is my third property that I've invested in, called the Blyde property. So the fourth and the last property that I've actually invested in was a property called the Monroe. So the Monroe property is also one of the biggest. I put in a lot of money in my case, which was 226 rands, which is my purchase value, and now my current value is sitting at 274 and 13 cents, which means that my investment has grew by 21%, which means it's grew by 48 rands and 6 cents. So this is one of the biggest growing investments which I've actually made in my Easy Easy Properties portfolio rather. So it's been growing very well. Now it's currently sitting at 1.21 cents, which is the previous closing price, and the purchase price was 1 rand. So now, and also I have shares which are currently sitting at 226, and the FSR is 0.0664. So as you can see, this is a very good property. I think this property is very good looking. I also haven't checked the pictures, but I think I'm gonna check them out because this property has been doing very well. And also, as you can see, the graph I started investing in this, I think it was also early this year in 2021. I started investing in it, and then now we are currently sitting at also 1.21 cents. So hopefully by next year it's actually going to be reaching 2 rand. So yeah, guys, this is like one of the properties that I've also invested in. If you want to see the pictures, then I highly suggest you to go on Google and check out the pictures. So as you can see now, actually, guys, I told you the amount that I've actually invested in and how much the investment has grown. And also now I'm going to actually share with you the dividends that I got, and lastly I'm going to add up everything that is in my investment portfolio. So you're only going to get the dividends after the development property is actually done, or after the development has been completely built, because you're not going to get dividends when the property is not being completely built, because that would be definitely a scam. So as you can see, the first dividend that I got was 3 rands and 87 cents paid into my Easy Properties portfolio on the 20th of Feb, which was Gigunyu property. So it paid me 3 rands and 87 cents. So that's the first amount that I got. And the second amount that I got was 0.77 cents paid into my Easy Properties by the Blyde. So the Blyde paid me 0.77 cents into my Easy Properties portfolio. And then the other amount that I got was 1.34 cents into my Easy Properties portfolio, which was paid by the Black Brick portfolio. So yeah, that was the amount that I got. And another amount that I got was also from the Blyde, which was 0.77 cents. So it's been very quite consistent with that amount. And also, yeah, that's another amount that I got was 3.90 cents from Gigunyu Properties, 134 cents from Black Brick Properties, and the other amount that I got now in August, the amount that I got now in August was also 0.77 cents. You see, like the pattern was 0.77 cents. Like I don't know what's happening. Like the dividends are not growing. Like everything is just constant. I don't know what's happening. So guys, if you know what's happening, please tell me what's happening, because this is actually worrying me. I don't know why the dividends are actually just consistent, but hopefully the dividend yield is actually going to go up next year. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers, because what is 0.77 cents? Not to say, I mean, it's not money, but guys, come on, let's be realistic, you know. So the other amount that I got was 1.47 cents, which was paid to me from the Monroe, because Monroe was a newly built property. So this the first dividend that I got from it. And last but not least, the amount that I got from the last dividend that I got now in August was sitting at 3 rands and 90 cents, paid from the Gigunyu dividends. So that was the amount that I got. That was the total amount that I got from all the dividends. I'm now actually going to show you the amount that I fully got from all the dividends. But I think, yeah, from now on, from August, from the 20th of February until August, I'm just going to show you the amount that I got, because I'm also going to be receiving dividends now in November from I think for the last quarter of the year. So yeah, those are the amount that I actually got from my Easy Properties portfolio. So now, guys, I'm actually going to be sharing with you how much money I've actually made in my Easy Properties portfolio, or my Easy Properties journey, since I actually started investing with them. So I'm actually going to be sharing with you the cash that I started investing with, the amount that the amount amount that I actually grown by and the dividends that I actually got, and lastly the total amount of money that I actually started having in my Easy Properties portfolio. So the first amount of money, or the first initial investment that I made in my Easy Properties portfolio, was sitting at 579 rands and 99 cents. So that was my first initial investment, excluding the dividends and the investment growth. And then secondly was the growth of the amount of how much they grow, the total growth of all of my properties are all included. So the property growth of all my properties included is currently sitting at 84 rands and 12 cents. Then lastly, my Easy Properties dividends, the dividends that I got all run for all my properties, was sitting at 18 rands and 13 cents. Then adding all my initial investments, the growth of the investment and the dividends that I got, is we currently sitting at 682 rands and 24 cents. I know a lot of people will say, Marashaba, that's not really a lot of money considering how early you actually started investing with Easy Properties. And I know I'll actually say, and some people actually argue that I'm actually being robbed, but all I will say, property is all about always staying in the long run. It's all about being in the long run for you to actually see your investment growth. So I'm actually going to give you another property update from 2 to 4 years from now, hopefully. So I guess now the last question to actually be answered now is whether Chaba, is Easy Properties a good way to actually start investing in property? So my response is yes and no. So the reason why I'm saying yes, Easy Properties is a good way to actually start investing in properties, because it has made investing in property a very, very easy process, like going and buying suites at the shop. And actually do that by not having to own the land and all the hassle for you, the admin and everything, by checking your bank and all the other stuff. You actually go to the Easy Properties and sign up and actually start purchasing property. So that's the first reason I'm actually saying it's a very, very good thing. And also I haven't seen any other competition. So if there's any other competition that I don't know of or I haven't mentioned, please be sure to mention it in the comment section below. But so far, Easy Properties has made investing in property a very, very simple process. So the second reason I'm saying no, or one of the things that I don't really like about Easy Properties, is that first, it's very, very hard for you to actually sell your shares. So it's a very, very hard process for everyone to actually sell their shares on Easy Properties. And I've seen another YouTube video saying it's very, very hard to actually sell your shares. So the process for you to actually sell your shares goes a long way. So the first thing you need to do, you have to go through an auction. When you have to go through an auction, you have to wait for months and months until that auction is open for you to actually start selling your shares. Some people even sold their shares, and now because the auction has been taking a long time to actually open, they decided not to actually sell their shares anymore, because it takes a long time for you to actually start selling your shares. So those are one of the things that I don't really like about Easy Properties, that it makes it very hard for you to actually sell your property. So Easy Properties, if you're watching this, please make sure that we sell our shares the same way we bought our shares, because buying our shares was very, very easy. So please don't make it hard for us to sell our shares when you want to get our money back. So that's the first thing I don't like. And the last thing that I don't really like is, as you can see, that I was always talking about the dividends that are being static. You're only getting like 0.77 cents quarterly quarterly, because that's how they pay their dividends. They pay their dividends every quarterly. But those are the only two things that I actually don't like. That first, it's very hard to sell your shares, and also I don't think there's a lot of transparency when it comes to the paying out of the dividends. But all in all, I really like this Easy Properties app, because it has made investing in property a very, very good thing and a very, very easy way to actually do it, especially here in South Africa. So yeah, those are the only things that I like about Easy Properties, and I feel like there's actually a lot of room. A lot of room for improvement to actually do all of those things that I've mentioned, to actually sell your shares easy, and also the dividend transparency issue. But all in all, I think Easy Properties is a very good way to actually start investing in property if you don't have all the admin and the land required for you to actually start owning a property. So with that being said, guys, if you're still confused about investing on how to buy stocks and crypto, then I highly suggest you to watch this video right here after watching this one, because this video I made a full beginner guide on how to actually start investing with Easy Equities. And I also, guys, I've left the link in the description below, that if you sign up with my code, you're actually going to get 50 rands off to actually start actually investing in any stock that you actually want to buy. So please be sure to sign up with my referral code if you actually want to get 50 rands off if you sign up with me using my Easy Equities discount code. So with all that being said, please watch this video right now if you really want to learn more about how dividends or how investing actually work with Easy Properties.